Where are the teenagers? Gather around and let's discuss. Let me ask you one question. Who is your advisor as a teenager, as a youth? Who is your advisor? Hello everybody, my name is Daniel. Today I'll be talking to you all about a film titled The Advisor. It's a Deep Thoughts Films written, produced and directed by Opeyemi Akintunde herself. Alright, the movie features cast like Opeyemi Akintunde, who is the food vendor, and the food vendor's sister played by Titilola Ojerinde, and the teacher played by Boroye Blessing. Sorry if I'm not getting the pronunciations right. Alright, the crew members on the set were the story and the screenplay Opeyemi Akintunde, of course, the DOP on the set Yanolu Adebayo, sound man Gabriel Yusuf, makeup artist Bayo Yusuf, and edited by Yanolu Adebayo. Alright, let's dive in straight into the storyline. It tells the story of advisors. Who is advising your teenage daughter? Who is advising your teenage girl? It tells the story about a teenage school teacher who was advising her students, or who was taking her students to have sex with men and then abort the baby. Unfortunately, a student fell victim of this teacher's, whatever I'll call it. The teacher took her somewhere and then she got pregnant, and then the teacher wanted her to abort it. Not until the student had an encounter with the food vendor, who is an illiterate but knowledgeable. I mean, the food vendor is an illiterate but knowledgeable, and she's a mother and she wants good things for young people, and she doesn't just want children to become spoiled. That's what I can say about the food vendor. Kudos to the food vendor. Kudos to Opeyemi Akintunde for that wonderful performance. All right, this is all I'm able to gather for the storyline. Go check it out. It's already uploaded on Opeyemi Akintunde's YouTube channel, or Deep Thoughts Films, and on Facebook, Opeyemi Akintunde or Jerinde. All right, straight up to the good and the bad. The acting was brilliant. That cry was real by that student who fell victim of that teacher. The cry was so real, and you could see that the girl soaked herself so deep into that character. It's a deep thought teenage acting camp project, so they did well in the acting. Opeyemi Akintunde and the other characters as well, they acted their roles well. The costuming were appropriate, the story and the message was on point, the cinematography was beautiful. There's a way the camera moved at some point. It's moved from above downward, and I love that camera movement, and I love the camera angles, and I love the way the cinematography was colorful and it was beautifully taken. All right, it was beautifully edited. The movie was well edited. I could not find any flaws in the editing of the film. The sound design was okay as well. Straight up to things that I think were flaws in the movie. You could see a local food vendor having an Android or a smartphone. You know, these people are market women. They don't have time for, they don't mind smartphones. Smartphones are for people like us, we young people. We are the ones that mind using smartphones. These food vendors don't have time. Nokia with touch is just okay for them. And in this one, you could see a food vendor using an Android phone. That didn't work. A small Nokia with touch which should have done. All right, at some point Opeyemi Akintunde couldn't sustain this worry pidgin English to the end. She couldn't sustain it. At some point she would deviate and speak a little of English, and I could just tell at some point that she was not able to sustain the pidgin English all through the film, or all through the scenes that required her to speak. And Boroye Blessing, the lady who played the teacher, who was Boroye Blessing, could have done better in her acting. In the first scene where she was asking the students, what's wrong with you, that the student was crying, her lines, Boroye Blessing's lines felt recited in that scene. I didn't really connect to her in that first scene. And the other scenes she did well, but not that first scene. That first scene was flat for Boroye Blessing's acting. Ladies and gentlemen, at last I'll be giving this one a 3.5/5. Bye for now. My name remains Daniel. Keep your fingers crossed for more gospel film reviews from me. I'll see you all later in the next one.